Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What's up, guys? It's Susie again. This is Whitney High School Live. As you know, ASB.
What's up, Whitney? We're your dynamic duo, and we're back with your daily announcements. So just a reminder that our third annual District Musical Les Miserables opens tomorrow. Our shows are tomorrow at 7:30, Friday at 4 and 7:30, and on Saturday at 7:30. Tickets are $10 for students with ASB, 12 without, and 15 for all adults.
And another reminder, winter formal pre-sale ends this Friday, so don't forget to buy your tickets, 70 with ASB, 75 without.
Also, just a reminder, if you are interested in auditioning for talent show, forms are now available in McKenna Yokoyama's box inside the ASB room, so make sure you guys fill that out and turn them into her by February 7th. And now here's Nick Nax with your sports report.
What's up, Whitney? I'm Mika, and I'm back again with another sports report. Today, your basketball teams are taking on Artesia High School, with boys Frosh away and the rest of the teams at home, so make sure to go out and support. Girls JV will be at 3, boys JV at 4:15, girls varsity at 5:30, and boys varsity at 7. Make sure to go out and support the sport. Let's bring home those dubs. Now, here's ASB with some Kindness Week shout-outs.
Hey Wildcats, my name is Adele Sarmiento and I'm Director of Student Services. Today is the first day of Kindness Week shoutouts, so let's start it off.
From the Union Kids to Jen, shout out to Mama Jen for being everybody's second mom on campus. Thank you for making us feel like people whose feelings matter. Nothing you do goes unnoticed, and I sometimes know it's hard, but you are so unbelievably strong and resilient that so many students admire you. Thank you for playing victorious for us in the Union and laughing at our dumb jokes. And most of all, thank you for treating us as we are your own. We love you, Mama Jen. From Anonymous to Samantha. Dear Samantha, you are so adorable. Thank you for being one of my best friends and watching High School Musical, the series with me. I love you, and may Wizard Cat bring good luck. From Anonymous to Swetha. Dear Swetha, thank you for being such an amazing friend and being there for me through the good and bad. Thank you for listening to all of my crazy stories, even when you are busy. I love you and have a great day.
This is From Anonymous to The Brick. Thank you for being such an amazing principal and overall such a role model for all students on campus. Thank you for being our dad. Thank you for being our friend. Thank you for being a friendly face around campus, talking and eating lunch with us students. Thank you for allowing us to be heard. And thank you for making us laugh and smile in times of stress. Thank you for all you've done and will continue to do for us. We appreciate you greatly. This is from the Lunch Buddies. This goes for the homie Schaefer. You're a whole baller, dude. Thank you for listening to our rants and motivating us when we feel drained. Also, sorry for being loud during lunch. We love you so much, homie. This is from Justin G to Science Olympiad, for putting in hours of work and pushing each other to get better. Love you, my team.
From Kimberly to Mrs. Machado, I've never been excited to go to math class my whole life until this year. While math still isn't my favorite subject, I love our daily talks and the good advice you give Malia, Josh, and I. Thank you for being the sweetest teacher ever. Also from Kimberly, to Dave, Janice, Jasmine, Ria, Brianna, and Susie. Thank you for all the memories and the laughs over the last couple of years. There's never a dull moment with you guys. You somehow always put a smile on my face. Love you guys and can't wait for second semester with you. From Jason, I love you, Zafir.
Thank you, guys. And tomorrow we'll also be having shout outs, so make sure to add them to our forum. Thank you.
Oh, that was so cute. Just so you guys know, next week on Tuesday in the NPR After School, there's going to be an activity with UNICEF and Arts to Cure. So next up, we have an interview about a C-SPAN video made in civics class. So,
hello, guys. So what are we watching today?
So this is our civics video documentary for the C-SPAN Student Cam video competition, and we had to answer the question, what is your vision for 2020?
Okay, so what topic did you guys choose and why?
All right, so we had a lot of topics to choose from, ranging from like environmentalism or gun right laws, but we personally chose immigration just because of the news that was being covered around the border situation and like the detention camps. And so like we felt that that was the most important situation that needed to be addressed for 2020.
Okay, so what was the process like?
So what we did is we looked through a lot of C-SPAN video clips and a lot of YouTube clips to find like the most diverse variety of opinions that we could, and we tried to show multiple angles of the case and put it into one video.
Okay, well, thank you. Please keep in mind that this video does not showcase Whitney High School's opinions. It is just an assignment, and it showcases the various opinions on such a controversial topic. Thank you.
Together, we will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.
When President Trump announced his intentions to run for president in 2016, not many predicted he would become the 45th president of the United States. A key issue his campaign ran on was his promise to build a wall across the US-Mexico border. And in doing so, he resonated with his supporters in the South who felt that the illegal immigrants were harming the US economy. However, it also brought the border situation into the nation's political spotlight and created a crisis from an issue that had barely become one. His plan to build a wall was met with extremely polarizing reactions. Trump supporters rallied for a leader willing to take action to fortify the U.S. Many Americans believe that illegal immigrants were criminals and drug dealers who steal the job of hard-working and tax-paying Americans. These immigrants don't pay taxes, are cheaper to hire, and take up resources intended to be allocated to the American public.
The Democrat agenda of open borders places vast burdens on your communities and your schools and your hospitals and public safety, all at the expense of hardworking New Mexico families.
In response, President Trump on January 2017 passed Executive Order 13767, which mandated the beginning of the construction of the wall along the US-Mexico border. The lack of existing funds, however, prevented the actual construction of the border wall from happening. One of the biggest issues against tightening border security was the amount of funds it would take to allocate resources, hire construction workers, and increase patrol forces. At a time where other issues seemed to be more pressing, many citizens wondered why the extra funds weren't set aside for healthcare or other resources for domestic issues. At the end of the day, the opposing argument was that the illegal immigrants were eating up government funds to begin with, and that using the money to stop this would increase our economic productivity in the future.
Our communities do not have the resources nor the budgets to handle the massive influx of immigrants we are experiencing. This is your commissioners writing to us in Washington. Our scarce resources are in danger of being rapidly depleted to the point that we will be unable to effectively care for our own citizens, you, and our existing homeless populations, many of whom are American veterans.
Yet, there are still others that argue undocumented immigrants are supporting our economy through taking the jobs that no one else wants and contributing to the cheap labor to make our markets more competitive. Many illegal immigrants are simply passionate individuals working to pursue the American dream and forego better lives for themselves and their families.
A major headline, the government shutdown, and the TSA saying so many workers are now calling out because of financial issues.
Despite these stories and the conflicts faced by illegal immigrants, Trump pushed Congress into a shutdown in his refusal to sign a bill that did not allocate funds for the wall. The longest government shutdown in U.S. history resulted in a compromise of more than $1 billion of allocated funds for the wall.
Then, in February 2019, Trump signed a declaration of national emergency, escalating the issue by stating the border crisis was a national emergency. Critics disagree, saying that this was not a national emergency because previous declarations were responses to disasters such as the swine flu disease.
The President of the United States, having failed to get Mexico to pay for his ineffective, unnecessary border wall, and unable to convince the Congress or the American people to foot the bill, has shut down the government. American democracy doesn't work that way. We don't govern by temper tantrum. No president should pound the table and demand he gets his way, or else the government shuts down.
In July 26, 2019, the Supreme Court allowed Trump to proceed with wall construction. Trump was allowed to use the $2.5 billion in the Pentagon for wall construction. With 1 year left in his first term, no major development has been made regarding the wall at the southern border. And in March 2019, U.S. Customs and Border Protection confirmed that although they had begun to replace old fencing, no new wall had yet been built. However, the action of Trump has brought national attention to the issues at the southern U.S.-Mexico border. The situation is dire. The immigration detention centers are overcrowded.
I cannot unsee what I've seen. I cannot unfeel what I experienced. I refuse to. Although admittedly it robs me of sleep and peace of mind, but that pales in comparison to the pain felt by families that have been robbed of their liberty, their legal rights, and their dignity, and some even the lives of their babies.
Our money situation is tight, and we cannot afford to keep waiting on the issue as to delay a solution. The situation needs to be addressed in the 2020 election.
We have a moral and economic responsibility to make changes in this country starting right now.
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 Now. Now. Now. Now.
Now.
Okay, well, thanks for that, guys. Remember to have a good day. See you tomorrow. Why did I look?
아무 계획 없이 내 침대 위에 누워 하루 종일 늘어져 있고 싶어 뭐 때문에 이 악물고서 살아가야 하는지 everyday 사람들은 각자 바삐 살아가는데 그 속에 어울리지도 않는 날 보는 게 차가운 벽에 기대고서 굳어버리길 바랬어 everyday But now I don't wanna live like this, just not this way 정지 화면에 내가 더 들기엔 남은 스토리가 더 많아 everyday Oh no 복잡한 건 skip it 몰래 사는 건 단순해질 때 쉽대 말처럼 쉽지 않을 거란 걸 잘 알지만 어제 같은 오늘이 와도 Make it a good day the day 멀리 아무도 날 찾을 수 없게 멀리 떠나고 싶어 걱정들이 머리를 수놓아서 소심해져 버렸네 everyday 사람들은 각자 살 길 찾아가는데 옆에 발버둥만 치고 있는 날 보는 게 차가운 벽을 만들고서 시선들을 피하기만 했어 everyday But now I don't wanna live like this, just not this way 정지 화면에 나가 더 두기엔 남은 스토리가 더 많아 everyday Oh no 복잡한 건 skip it 몰래 사는 건 단순해질 때 쉽대 말처럼 쉽지 않을 거란 걸 잘 알지만 어제 같은 오늘이 와도 Make it a good day the day Now I don't wanna live like this, just not this way 정지 화면에 나가 둬두기에 남은 스토리가 더 많아 everyday 복잡한 건 skip it 몰래 사는 건 단 아무 계획 없이 내 침대 위에 누워 하루 종일 늘어져 있고 싶어 어떤 건내 이 악물고서 살아가야 하는지 everyday 사람들은 각자 바삐 살아가는데 그 속에 어울리지도 않는 날 보는 게 차가운 벽에 기대고서 굳어버리길 바랬어 everyday Now I don't wanna live like this just not this way 정지 화면에 날 가둬두기엔 남은 스토리가 더 많아 everyday Oh no 복잡한 건 skip it 몰래 사는 건 단순해질 때 쉽대 말처럼 쉽지 않을 거란 걸 잘 알지만 어제 같은 오늘이 와도 내게로 그때 다 멀리 아무도 날 찾을 수 없게 멀리 떠나고 싶어 걱정들이 머리를 쑤놓아서 소심해져 버렸네 everyday